The meeting being live stream.
I don't know, buddy.
Hold on. I'm here checking. I'm here. Okay. Hold
Did we
on.
do something?
I think we're live. Hold on. Oh my God, we're live. Oh my God.
I really don't believe it yet.
Well, hold on. Okay. No, I see people. There's people, so we are live. All right, there's 15 people at least from what
All
I'm
right. Wow.
confirming.
Okay. Can everybody hear me? All right. This has been really, my brain hurts from trying to do this evening. Um, okay. Okay. So I think we are now up and running. Buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you? Can you explain to people who is your first favorite Russian? Since
Well,
they're
that's the
not me
thing.
anymore.
I still don't have this set up right. I'll tell you, before we get into this, I still don't have it set up quite right.
Are you sure? Because there's 120 people already watching you.
Yeah, but
Just
there's something wrong here. Because I can't. Okay. Now I think I actually have it all set up because I can see you.
guys, since I'm kind of in control, even though in Devon's channel, let us know that you can see us and hear us, just so we know.
All right. Okay. It's all good now. That took a long time. Guys, you have no idea how much this was difficult for me to set this up tonight. Uncle John showed me how to do the live feed once upon a time, and I've totally forgotten everything. And Artem and I have been wanting to catch up. So he did the final touches, and here we are.
Here we are.
And tonight, we wanted to talk about all sorts of stuff. Big, huge day tomorrow that neither one of us is at, right?
I'm glad that I'm finally in the same point of career as Devon Larratt in some degree, I guess, right?
We're bystanders. We're gonna be watching.
Finally.
Yeah. We're gonna be watching the show from the distance. What's before we get into that, what's new, man? Like, is life treating you well down there?
Yeah, life is good. All nice and slow and steady. We're about to move in the same Jacksonville area. If anybody watching the stream and have good rentals, actually, please hit me up. I'm gonna use this opportunity to plug everything in my life, actually. So, but yeah, we're good. Life is good. I've been training, so everything been nice and steady.
Oh, look who we got! Look who we got! We got Sap the Bee. Suck my stinger. One of these days, buddy, it's gonna be you and me. I'm gonna figure out who you are. It's gonna be showtime, man. I don't know who is this guy, anyways. I think he's one of John Brzezink's buddies. I don't know who he is. He's my favorite guy to hate.
I got you. How you been? You sent me a picture earlier that you're training, and you're not telling me it was how much weight.
No, it's inconsequential. The weights that I use, they're like so far less than any Eastern European that I just don't even like to talk about.
Oh, come on. You act like Zoloev. Every time I message Zoloev, I'm like, bro, send me some biceps videos for my channel. Oh, no, no.
And every single time I open Instagram and I watch anybody who's on the east side of the Atlantic lifting any weight whatsoever, I just don't ever want to share the weights that I lift ever again. I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm just really, really not that tough.
You feel like it's a new material for trash lifts episodes?
Yeah, I do feel pretty good right now. I'm light. People, because I have in the past lied about my weight, now everybody thinks I'm lying all the time. What is that? Is that little boy? So I've got like little boy who cried wolf syndrome about my weight. But This morning I was like 268, so I'm still like leaning out. Like, I don't know.
All right, it's still there.
Still got a little bit of chub on me, but I'm trying. Believe me, I'm trying. I'm trying to get huge. It's just not quite there yet.
What's the well, your goal is probably like 600 pounds. What's the realistic goal? What do you think you can get to?
Well, the thing is I'm not supposed to be this heavy.
Well, obviously, as a human being, probably not.
Like, I'm way heavier than I should be already. I mean, I think I'm supposed to be at my age and my like level of fitness. I think I'm supposed to be like, probably 250, 255 pounds. I'm supposed to be, but last year I just went so crazy and I got so fat and messed up that now but now my body doesn't even know what it wants. I'm telling it to keep going, but it's like that thing you did to yourself last year. It's like, the country of Canada, whatever's going on out there, it's happening in my body. It's like, it's like a revolution inside my body. It's like, you will get lighter. And I'm like, you will get fatter. And it's like a war right now. So we'll see who wins. But I realistically, I should be the heaviest I've been. So if I get 290, 295, but like leaner than when I faced Mike, that'll be good. Whoa. What were you? I'm massive.
All right. I mean, I'm a lot further from that. I mean, people are saying I look at least 200 pounds, but I'm like, I'm still at 189, 190, struggling.
You got some big matches coming up, yeah?
Yeah. Hey, I made like a video 2 weeks ago. Like, I have no matches planned. If there's going to be a match planned, it's going to look like I'm going to lose that match. So don't really expect too much. And then like a week later, I get all these messages. Hey man, do you want to pull so and so? I'm like, I mean, I guess so. Yes. Yeah. Well, why not?
Hey, do I have it set up right now so you can see both of us?
Actually, no. It's only right now. It's only me talking or you talking. You have to go to view.
Let me see if I can switch that.
Yeah, I think it's a gallery view, right, guys?
Let me see. How do I do that?
I'm in the same boat as you. So like the.
Where did you go? Dude.
If you go to Zoom. If you go to Zoom, right corner should say view a thing, and then it says
gallery.
Yeah, gallery mode. I think that's.
Okay, I'm on gallery.
Okay, what is there another one that's not gallery?
Maybe I just switched it. Maybe we're good now.
Oh, we're good now. We're good now. Yeah, I'm watching it right now live. We're good. That's it. Yeah, people say we're good.
Okay. Hey, so this will be something interesting for you.
Well, okay, what's happening?
Do you remember Willem? Do you remember that guy? Okay, so bottom 8.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the first guy who sponsored us? Remember?
The guy that broke his arm?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. So I was talking to him tonight.
Okay.
And he told me, so he's like, hey, Devon, you doing another bottom 8? And I'm like, for sure. It's just, it's just such a pain in the ass, like with everything, with the borders and everything right now. And, hopefully it's just about done, seriously. But
I can come to Canada just to let you know.
Yeah, but it's still a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
He said, if you want to have it in, I think he's in Houston.
Uh-huh.
He will this year sponsor 2 gold coins.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, well, that could be cool. But you don't get to compete in the bottom 8 anymore. You're too good.
What? Am I finally too good?
Yeah, you used to suck, and now you're too good.
God damn it. Come on, I still have to beat some people, I guess. What if I lose to Uncle John? Can I be back?
You got to lose to Tim Lewis.
What hand?
Right hand.
Oh yeah, that's a tough one to achieve.
If you lose to Tim Lewis, I'll think about getting you back in.
I never lost to Tim Lewis left hand, so it's going to be hard to do it right hand.
So tomorrow, you got all your party snacks laid out?
I'm actually heading out to CC's. I'm actually going to get it's a little ratchet pizza buffet, so I'm actually going to get massive right at the same time as it opens and as that live stream supposedly starts. so yeah.
So CC's, what are you talking about CC's?
CC's is the place in Florida. I don't know how far they go in America, but in Florida, it's a pizza buffet. So you just go and smash pizza nonstop, right? Nasty place. It's $4 get you everything.
Really?
It's insane. Bro, $4. And you get customer service like crazy, mac and cheese. It's amazing. The place is insane. The concept, I don't know if they make any money. It's almost like the place that next to your house, but I think it's closed down. The Japanese place we went to, raw meat.
Yeah.
Like, how do they make money with you there? I don't know, but
well, they don't. But
you're not the only
$4
one.
wouldn't make any. Hey, Hunster, love you, buddy. Hope your arm's healing up. Have to be as Justin Trudeau or probably Mohammed Hassan. $4.
Right, it's extremely cheap. It's like, yeah. Maybe right. I don't know. I'll go tomorrow and see how much the inflation's like. It's maybe like 6. I don't know, but I think I managed that. If we agree that I get some of your super chat, I'll probably can afford it by now already.
Well, if it's $4, man, I'll shoot you $4. If it's $4, we should have a training camp there.
Bro, I'm telling you, you'll in one sitting, you already can get your daily calories and you're good to go.
Man, for $4, I would consider that's just another reason to move to Florida.
Bro, hey, hold on. And if you never heard of it, for $4, you know what also it includes? You can also order your special pizza just for yourself. And it doesn't cost you anything extra. They just do it for you.
I'm reading here in the comments. I'm reading here that it gives you the foot-long shits. Do not do it.
Yeah, it's not. I said nothing about the quality. You're supposed to be a good trooper to be in there. Devon, I've been eating with you for quite some time, so I know you'll go down there with me.
Yeah. I don't know. I think mostly I just want to stay in my cave until I pull Yvonne, but I think I'm gonna get out a few places.
You should.
I'm gonna do a little bit of traveling. I was gonna do nothing at all. I was gonna just, live like over there, eat over there, work out over there. But and I think I gotta hit the road a little bit. I'm gonna go out and visit Matt for a bit.
Oh, that's it. Do you drive there or you fly?
I fly. It's like 2 days.
I know the drive is insane. I asked him one time, hey bro, how you know with Devon? He's like, bro, it's like fucking 16-hour drive or something like that. It's insane.
It's way more than 16. Way more. Yeah. It's like wow. 2 days. 2 days straight.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. Couple of awesome dudes right there.
Aussie arm wrestler.
Ready, bang! That's the guy right there.
See, this is great when you know how to order custom meat lovers barbecue. Ooh, extra bacon. See, I go for the mac and cheese sauce. So it's like secret menu.
So it starts at 11, right?
Right.
Eastern Standard Time, 11. So it's going to be like, how many hours do you think it's going to be tomorrow?
Fuck, well, they do have like 10 matches or something, right? At least.
I got it here in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 at least.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad I said at least then. So, yeah. And what are they all a race to 4.
I think they're all 5. 5. Yeah.
So best out of 5.
Yeah, it's 5. So I think and I think that they're gonna stop him at 3. So first to get 3. I don't know if they're gonna do the mandatory 2 at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. But let's just say 15 times 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
15 minutes per.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a couple hours, at least.
Yeah. Like probably like 3 or 4 hours. I bet. I bet you it'll be 4 hours arm wrestling.
Yeah, it's well, if you think about matches though, it depends how well they matched up too. You know what I mean? Like there's a couple of them like I know they're gonna be probably a lot quicker than that.
Hey, we got some super chats here. Let's just catch up. Nathan, yo, time to become the new mountain. Everyone has to climb. That's the plan. Thanks, Nathan. My name's Bill. You should compare muscle density with some arm wrestlers. I don't know. What do you got going on there, Artem?
Hold on. I'm so jacked. It doesn't even it can't even go.
I can't pull it down, eh?
Yeah, hold on.
There we go.
To fix the lighting. Hold on. Let's see.
Looking like
hold on.
I give you a straight up.
Hold on.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
You got some pumpkin stuff going on there, eh? Your right's getting bigger than your left. That's unhealthy. You should stay away from that kind of craziness. You got to be careful. Okay, Burgoyne's beer belly. Do you have any chance against Evan right now, eh? How pissed is Evan right now?
He must be, right? Well, you tell me. You will know better.
He's super pissed. He's super pissed.
And I guess people like telling that he's also faking it too, like he just canceled the match. I heard that also a conspiracy theory on top of that.
He's pretty upset at him, the whole situation. I think he's pretty pissed. I think that the guys who went to practice with him last night, everybody got the piss. I heard Evan beat the piss out of everybody who showed up at practice last night. Like, yeah, he was ready. I think he was ready, and looking at Schoolboy, I mean, he didn't look like, he looked fairly light to me. I think would have been interesting.
Yeah,
but
I talked to Herman today. Herman looks sounds like he has a good plan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I think Herman, Evan, Schoolboy. I mean, it's good matches between all those guys. I think Herman could be I think it's a good match, but it's not. It's interesting what matches sell on ArmBet and which ones don't. It's very interesting to me because a lot of guys just don't push, right? Like a lot of guys don't have social and nobody.
Yeah, well, it's such a big topic of discussion if you want me to go down there and tell how everybody's just a lazy schmuck when it comes down to it. I can ramble on it all night.
Yeah. You got to a little bit to sell it.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. Yeah, and we have like somewhat a problem. I will really be upset to be like a European guy who actually like knows how to arm wrestle and like perhaps like knows like actually like placed in places, right? And like no social media ability to sell whatsoever. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's sad. Like bro, all those skills, like you can be like getting like some type of monetization in some way. And like there's like no, like bro, why did you go to Worlds?
Yeah, but it's there. I mean, the thing is like look at Artem Morozov.
Right.
That guy's a monster.
Right.
But everybody, so with Artem, he's pulling So on the right, he's pulling Prudnik, and
Right.
everybody's bought out Prudnik, and Morozov is like completely unsold. And I'm like,
Wow.
I don't know. I don't.
No, like, I've known about Arden for a long time, and
Yeah.
he's recently, I think, like leveled up a bunch. But and like it'll be a good test for him, probably like official, because I mean he got some really good wins in the world level. So
Yeah, he's super.
yeah, I will definitely question myself before completely betting on Prudnik in the current condition.
I'm really excited. That's one of the top matches that I'm interested in seeing tomorrow. Is that one, Artem and Prudnik. That one for me that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that one.
I don't want these chats to get too far away from me because people are putting their money in here. Bill Wren, Devon, was it necessary for Michael Todd to weigh in so heavy for his fight with Gennady to have any chance of winning? Gennady weighed even more than Michael did. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Now let me see. Let's just see.
What happened?
I've got so Michael's Instagram. He posted the weigh-in.
See, since Engin blocked me everywhere, I don't know. I don't see all those shares and repo. Well, he blocked me like years ago for no reason, I guess, and I'm getting reblocked for miscommunication. So if you can pass on the word, we can do some. Okay, 298. Well, Gennady's beard is probably a little heavier than Michael's too.
47 kilos.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's another 26 pounds.
Okay, so they're both huge.
Yeah, ginormous.
Both big. Who do you got? I think Michael's gonna win.
I always had Michael. Yeah, because just because of the stylistically, right? Gennady has that proper good side pressure hit, but that wrist is just folds, in my opinion, too quickly. Plus, he's supposedly injured too on that exact arm too. So I guess it's a little even more uncomfortable. So the stylistically, it's kind of like.
Is it his wrist? I heard it's his wrist.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm hearing too from Lemon.
I heard he got surgery. Is that true?
I'm not sure about that, but I just remember Levon posting like it's a funny quote that it's like, Gennady is like never going to be better again because of his wrist or some shit. Like it was really negative quote, and I'm like, bro, aren't you training with that guy?
So something lost in translation. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I saw that too. I think that was right around the time when they had that little kind of show match with and Levon just kind of destroyed him.
Yeah, I mean, and like Hermes was taking his hand too. So, and Michael will, Michael not necessarily even have, just Michael's King's move, that pronation setup will take it once you go sideways, right? It's inevitable. So especially if you're the guy like Gennady that your hand goes, it's going to be a little tough. So unless he has like some push her like angle to where you can just blast and do not let Michael stop you.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Gennady has that. I don't know if Gennady has that bottom press.
I call everything wrong. I really do think Mike's going to win. I really do, but I don't think Gennady is going to make it easy. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know. I feel like if we're talking healthy shape, Gennady, 100%. Now that we have that injury that we're talking about, I don't know if he has it to be in the battle. But I don't know. It's funny when you talk about, like, I was talking about Coach Ray, and we were talking to him. I'm like, hey, so how did I beat you? He's like, he's talking about like his injuries and like how this thing works. I'm like, that's one thing we don't really consider when we're talking about people that have been pulling for like 10 plus years. It's a lot of that, not even how they want to pull, it's how your body allows you to pull. So it's like, it's different on any given day. I kind of take it for granted for being like healthy and having like range of motion and shit, right? It's just kind of like I just do what I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
But you know that I got pissed off. I don't know if you ever did that video that I always tell you about that geeking tight. I am losing a lot of this shit, and like I'm pissed. Like I'm always working on geek. Yeah, like
I can still
my left,
not so
my
much.
left is just not like my right will touch it, and I can even do a little bit of this. That's as far as I can do. Left, it's bad.
Touch.
Yeah, that one I like. That's one I usually work on, and sometimes it's there.
Dude, hey, we got a crazy super chat from Sean Brophy. A little something to support the climb, $300.
All right.
You're so generous, seriously. So generous. Thank you so much, Sean. Super chat from Hermes Graspawini. Next time you cut your hair, send it to Matt Mask for his implants. You want him to remember. Hey, you want to hear something funny?
All right.
I got contacted by a hair replacement place in Turkey.
Okay, that sounds legit. Yeah.
You want to come over and you want to do some hair replacement stuff? And I tell Jody, I'm like, hey, check this out. And so ever since then, Jody's been making fun of me, telling me I'm going bald. And I'm like, okay, well, wow. So maybe that's what we should do. Matt Mask and I should go to Turkey, and together we should get hair implants. Maybe we can switch each other's hair. So he gets some of mine, I get some of his.
I don't know that's how that exactly works, but it definitely works. I mean, I don't know about from person to person. That kind of sounds like some diseases just wanted to happen. But
like, I don't know how it works. Like, could I get like every race in the world's kind of?
I don't know if you can pick and choose. I think it has to be your own hair.
Okay.
It's coming from other places. It's your same, hair with seeds, follicles, or whatever. So yeah, I don't know if you can guys trade, but I know it can be done. And if Matt still doesn't want to go shave it, he can definitely use some help in that regard. I think the current medicine and world of surgeries and stuff kind of went far ahead to it. Maybe Matt can be helped.
There's no helping Matt. There's no help.
I was talking to Herman today actually about that, how some people just cannot be helped in like any regard in life.
I want that Matt Mask style. Like I shaved the top and had the sides out.
I saw your stories.
Dude, I love it. I'm gonna try maybe in
Is that haircut and little tracker hat, you're gonna fit in CC's right there.
I'm gonna be so cool once I have hair like that.
Right.
Getting hair transplants you're selling out. You're selling out on all that coolness. Don't ever do it. That's what I say.
Okay, that's a good opinion. That's a good opinion.
Grant K, I think Evan could have pulled it off now. Now I'm most excited to see Prudnick pull again. Yeah, me too. Hunster, RVJ versus Ryan, boxing on Thor versus Eddie undercard. Man, RVJ has got some stories that he hasn't let out the bag yet.
Does he?
He does.
All right. Well,
not my story. Not my story.
RJ Justin's I think in better like physical shape as far as just looks total, so he'll definitely have better physique and stamina.
I think RVJ used to box too.
Yeah. I don't want to get punched by anything of the big hand. So,
Arm Wrestling Planet, thank you for everything you do to grow arm wrestling. Thoughts on Prudnick Gasparini super match? Gasparini's big. Prudnick is super freaking cool. I'm just gonna go with Prudnik, just because I want to piss off Hermes every chance I get. Prudnik will destroy him, and when he's destroying him, he will sing him songs. He'll get him in the hook, and he'll do the Catalina wine mixer to him right when he's got him deep inside, and fucking Hermes will be like, oh no. I don't know. They're both super tough. Seriously, they're both top.
I'm going with Hermes just for the balance of it.
There you go.
Plus, the thing it pisses me off.
Not to be. You're paying me now. This is getting kind of weird. You're supposed to hate me. Get Oz Dangerous Training Freak Dab. Oh, there we go. Okay, that you're talking about for bottom 8. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Dangerous Training Freak. That guy's super cool. I love that guy's videos. Dabo, yes. Roberts, yes. Barry Bourne, yes. 42069. 800. Sap the beat. Don't make me start to change my mind about you. Cobra Roads, $1.13. And you know what that means, right?
I think so.
Cobra Roads. 113 pounds of them. There he was. What's up, champ? Exploding hand technique. Cobra Roads. Gary K. Any thoughts on Corey Miller versus Giannis Amelins? Yeah, we were talking. The team today was talking about that for staking. So I know what we had it as. Artem, what would you do before I say what we did?
What if you will be a shutout or not of some kind?
Yeah. Would you go win, lose, or would you go shutout?
I'll go shutout if Corey wins one match.
Oh, you still there?
Yep. You froze.
Oh, there we go. I think we're back.
I mean, okay. You hearing me?
Yeah, it says internet is unstable, but hopefully it kicks back in here. I don't know. Might have.
I think people hearing this.
Yeah. Well, we shall see.
Screen freeze, but audio works. Let us know, guys. I'm watching it, so it looks like we're moving. I'm moving for sure. Okay, audio is okay. Sound is good though. So so what I said, if Corey wins one match, people getting paid.
Yeah. So shutout. Yeah.
Yep. Shutout if Corey wins one match because I think he's the underdog.
Yeah, that's what we did. So we decided on shutout. We'll I don't know if we're gonna post it right away, but yeah, like as awesome as Corey Miller is, like him not signing with the WAL and his relative inactivity at the level we all think he's at, and Giannis Amelins being such a killer, had to go shutout, right?
Right. So how did you do that one? Like, so Corey Giannis had no say in it. Like, who is responsible for if it doesn't get sold?
Well, then there's a refund.
I know, but like it's like you just on you because you want to have the match in there.
What do you mean? Hold on. What are you saying?
Like, are you gonna pressure Corey to sell out his stake or like?
No, I don't pressure anybody. I only pressure you. But the only reason is because you begged for it. You were like,
I got you. It's all on me.
Hey, I think it's an interesting match. I mean, Giannis is a superstar. Corey Miller is like a superstar who doesn't have enough social media. But I think that anybody who's really got their eye on it, but like you got to stake that match. I think you do. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, But I think it's a good one. I
don't know. I as you said, I don't see enough of Corey, and from what I've seen, it doesn't look like he has improved to me to the level to where I think he's at Giannis's thing. So I don't. It has to be a lot more than what I usually accustomed to.
So what's your favorite match tomorrow?
I I think what you said. I mean, Gennady and Michael is okay. I really want to see Todd and Jordan Sonev. I'm not quite. I
Dude,
was trying to do my research
he's gonna
on
kill him,
Jordan.
right?
Yeah, well, see, I was trying to do my research just to be sure. Like, and I'm not. It's either he's gonna kill him or it should be a war, but I'm not. I haven't gone too far. They're lightweight. The pulling are really good. I like to see like Oleg and the other guy, and that's about that's about
So
it. Like,
has it's his name's what is his name? On Kelly. What is it? What is it? The guy who's
hold on. I got you. Well, you have them lined up over there.
yeah. Let me see.
It's
I got
so
it
bad.
here somewhere. I think it's on Engens. Yeah, okay. I got it here. Betkili Onayani. Have you seen them pull before?
Are you saying real names?
No. They make up their parents make up their names.
What the hell? I'm trying to find.
Yeah, I got it here. It's Oleg and the guy's I thought he was Turkish, but he's Georgian. Betkili Onayani.
I hope we pronounced that right. Okay. Okay, hold on, I got you. Okay, but no, I have no idea.
I feel like I saw them arm wrestle at like an after pull at WAF or something.
I got you. It's the guy that with the awesome hair. Yeah, they did pull 3 years ago on side table on the European Championship. Yep.
That's what I thought. And he beat him, didn't he? Didn't he like stop him and beat him?
No, let's see.
Right. That's what I remember. Oh, looking mean with that wristband. Oh, I knew it. I knew I remembered that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
I know, but listen, even just to do that is tough.
yeah, it just what I'm saying, it's really critical. Can he get that cup in of the straight ready to go?
Well, he's a lot bigger now.
Right.
So now that guy, yeah. So now he's like 195, I heard. And who knows?
Wow.
He might be 200. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so he might beat Oleg tomorrow.
Really? Well, yeah, I mean.
So I made a prediction video a while ago that I was like, yeah, Oleg's gonna win that one. And then like I saw a message come in from him, something with me and Levon, and he's like, 0% chance or something like for me to beat and I'm like I know who you are, okay, and I started following him and shot the shit a little bit with him, but he's bigger now, so it could be interesting.
You forced it. I got you.
Let's catch up on some super chats here. Andrei Alexiev, what's up, champ? Privet, Artem. Devon, what are your thoughts on SP versus Michael Todd, left-handed in April? Well, I know what I think. What do you think, Artem?
Say it again. SP and who?
Michael.
Oh, SP.
He's gonna destroy him, right?
You're gonna crush him.
Blast him.
Like there's no tomorrow.
I feel bad for Michael.
Yeah, Michael's left is not. Well, I mean, it's up there with super heavyweights, but not Ryan's level to where you're talking about elite level super heavyweights. So. Aren't there rumor that you're running away from Ryan all the time too? Isn't there the rumor on the street?
Destroy him like a little baby.
All right, Travis. When the last time you pulled Ryan Espy, dog?
I don't even remember. Because to me, it's completely
because you're dodging.
Inconsequential. It's like whatever.
This is the time where nobody asks you this question, but it's actually time for you. Are you dodging? Why didn't you go to A1? Were you in Army?
Man, just show me the money, Artem. Show me the
Come on,
money. And
come on,
look
man. People
there's
are
like this
waiting for the
pile of
answers.
people.
Why are you
Pile of
dodging
people who want
Why
to
are
arm
you
wrestle me.
dodging European competition?
It's like, listen, I have this pile to choose from. It's delicious desserts and cherries and, you know, bouquets of flowers and roses. And somewhere deep at the bottom of the pile, there's like Zloty. It's like, I have all these great opportunities and somewhere buried is like, here, you want this A1? I'm like, no, I'm gonna eat these cherries. You know, like Ryan Espy is down there with A1 and like,
That's a very slick way to dodge competition. I got you. Just belittle it. Just belittle it. I got you. You've been hanging out with Travis Bajan for too long.
dude, Travis Bajan isn't hanging out anywhere near an arm wrestling table.
He did with me the other day.
Yeah, I saw you beat him. I saw he hustle strapped you and you still beat him.
Hey, I have to tell you, it's actually important. I legitimately hate the day you came out with the name Hustle Strap because it's a Florida, it's a normal standard rap. It's not a hassle, it's not anything. Since the day you named it, every time we cannot practice anymore because every YouTube comment, it's a
it is a hustle strap.
Oh, come on. I mean,
Listen,
yeah, but
you want to arm wrestle me? You want to arm wrestle me? You'll have the buckle every time, and we
practice with you. I know you're cheating bastard. So I know the elbow's gonna go up. I know and the strap is not gonna be there, and I think it froze too. Right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
oh
You're back.
oh Jody's just leaving.
All right, bye, Jody.
Okay. Cybernetic molecule, likelihood of a broken arm breaking again after it's healed. Well,
Craig Sobler proved it's very, very possible.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. But have you seen it happen with people who don't have rods and pins? Like if it just heals, I think your chance for breaking it again is way lower. That's what I think.
Well, hold on. When Craig broke his, I think he never had anything in the first time.
Really?
It just healed. But in my opinion, it always been kind of like you're looking at those X-rays. It was getting healed crooked, but I don't think he got the plate the first time. I think the plate came in the second time.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, you know how I am when it comes to those particular questions.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think that your likelihood of breaking it in the same spot is hopefully lower. That's what they say, right?
I think the second time Craig broke it, I think he broke it in a different spot.
Yeah. Well,
because it's a hell of a story.
Yeah, it's never good. Anyways, breaking your arm is not that good. Not that good of a time, I imagine.
Yeah, no.
Hunster, right below, there's a dude who broke his arm, so we'll see.
Yeah.
RBJ versus Matt Mask would be interesting. Hand battle. I think Matt Mask would smash him. That's what I think. I love RBJ, but Matt Mask is it's got a dangerous hand. And if anybody wants to hold on,
hand. Yeah, Matt doesn't have to go to the straps with RBJ.
No. Tough though. Coming down for Arden's birthday. When's your birthday, man? You got a birthday coming up? Mike M is asking about your birthday.
Hey, that's my dog, Mike.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my people right there. So, yeah, well, March 12th is, see, it's actually a good transition. We can talk about actually my shittery here. March 12th is where I'm going to Winter Blast to beat one of your boys from Canada and pull Jason Marlowe left hand. And a week after that, there's Brandon's tournament in Orlando, and it's also kind of supposed to be my birthday. It's tradition, I guess. Like every time it's my birthday, we do some type of little practice. So we might do it to the tournament. We might just practice. We will see. But that's kind of been not a tournament, but it just happened to happen that my birthday has always been amongst arm wrestlers, I guess. But a week before that, I will be in Winter Blast. So I guess that's going to be 2 weeks of awesome arm wrestling.
What Canadian are you pulling?
I guess, hold on, I'm pulling fake Canadian. I'm pulling Uncle John, right? He has dual citizenship.
Right. Yeah.
We got John right hand, Jason Merlot left hand.
Very good. Very, very good. So, Brzezinski. What do you think?
That's how awesome my matches are that you're just going to go to other ones.
Hey, yours is still a long way away. You want to talk about you and Uncle John?
Well, no, since I already called you out. That one, John got it easy.
Really?
Yeah, are you crazy? Come on. I don't think Zaloev ever came close. Plus, as much as I'm concerned, Zaloev is like badly injured right now, so I don't even think he's in shape to do any normal damage.
You think John's going to kill him?
Oh, it's going to be a slaughterhouse.
You think so?
Yeah. I bet you a gallon of maple syrup on it.
Really? I don't know.
Oh, hold on. But maple syrup, and you promised me to find that shirt that I sent you like last year.
Yeah, Miles got it somewhere. Hey,
Sure.
do you really think that a Russian would be allowed to enter a match with John Brzezinski and not be fully prepared?
I've heard. Well, I mean, his brother literally just said it in an interview like 2 weeks ago. He's like I don't think he's got it. He's like, I don't like with the injury and all that shit. Like, no. But plus, in my opinion, I don't think Zaloev ever I think in the pool that many times, but every time I've seen the pool, I think John won every time, fairly easy. But John also was a bigger man all the time. I don't know what's the weight difference right now. But I mean, Zaloev always comes prepared, regardless of, and he does come injured too sometimes. So I'm not saying that it's as an excuse for him, but I'm just saying, as far as I'm concerned, as who I bet my money on, I'll bet my money on John.
So John wins. Does that mean that John is now 5th in North America?
I mean, is that's how rankings works? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, so I'm number 1.
Okay, it is your channel.
We'll say I'm number 1.
Okay.
We'll say Michael's 2.
Okay.
Michael's 2.
Right.
Dave 3.
All right.
Jerry Cataret's 4.
All right.
And who's this?
Todd Hutchings.
Right. And who did Todd Hutchings lose to?
Right.
No.
Okay. Right. Well, hold on. Well, what?
So did he pass
Have
him?
you ever thought about John Brzezinski and Todd Hutchings right now?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Right. I actually was kind of.
So that's another reason why this match is so important. I think it's close.
What?
I don't think that it's like an easy match. I think.
Who? Are you confusing me? Who's the underdog here?
Well, I don't know. I'm super confused. I don't know. That's why I'm saying.
You talk. Oh,
all of them.
Okay, I got.
The thing is, so like So John, let's say John wins. So I think then if John wins, you got to put him fifth. And if he loses, depending on how he loses, then it's close. Maybe for fifth. And if he totally annihilates him, well, then he's probably due to beat up on Jerry.
Well, hold on. I'll probably, if Todd and John will arm wrestle right now, I'll probably will bet on John anyway.
Yeah, probably, right?
In my opinion, right? I mean, it's an interesting match, but if I were to, I'd probably go with John. But it is a good match.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find it.
Right hand, right. Well, and left, my bad.
Yeah, left hand. There's no left hand, right?
Yeah.
Thoughts on Brandon Alcesor versus Dimitri Kachan?
Dimitri beats him.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah? Has it happened before?
No, I guess no better.
Really?
Yeah, Dimitri he weighs just as much as him, and he actually nice and tight arm wrestler. Like he's a strong dude.
Yeah.
And he actually he knows how to arm wrestle. I don't see not that many people that pull Brandon knows how. Like he has those wins, but I don't think he has wins against many really good arm wrestlers. He's wins against really strong arm wrestlers, right?
I think it looks good.
Yeah, but in my theory, like I can look just as good, and I'm a lot. If you put me against Brandon, I'll look a lot better than all these guys.
Really?
Just because I know how to arm wrestle. Yeah, I'm not being too super cocky. I'm just saying just because that half-ass bullshit, I can match it just as much. I will look so much better than all these dudes that he's beating.
Really? Jeez, I didn't know. I thought Brandon was like the best.
He is. But I think it's the style. Right? Like, just like I will always tell everybody that Chance will be a Jordan Seal. It's not necessarily the whole power thing. It's just the style. The way Jordan Armstrong will never be Chance's regular top roll. So same thing with Brandon. I feel like I can stop that in that strap and the look just as good.
Well, that's interesting.
Right.
Like, didn't I see Brandon doing like a one-arm chin-up on like a spinning?
Oh, Brandon is a fucking beast. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, I feel like it's the weird style thing for me. I think that I got it.
I'm not so sure.
I mean, I'm pulling Jason Merlot, who's, I think, supposedly hired. I think Jason's supposedly like as strong as Paul Talbot, or stronger. So I'm like, wait, what? What did they sign up for?
How heavy is Jason?
I remember Jason pulled at IFA at like 209, and he lost to Brent Rakers. So I think he's like maybe 205, 209 guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm curious now, because I felt Dimitri and like feels good. It's hard for me to say exactly where those guys fit.
But you're also like in a terribly strong shape the way you looked at that practice. Yeah. So I don't know if you're a good gauge. Everybody looks like probably, I don't know, a bag of poutine.
We'll find out. I mean, Brandon is coming up to Canada. He's pulling Porky and BLM same day. So that I'll know where he's at exactly after that.
Yeah, so his style, like I already know BLM is going to be in trouble a little bit. I don't have to look at the match. Like, you know, I don't know who's going to win that one, but I know BLM is going to get in trouble.
Ricky Bobby, what do you think of Levon's ability to beat the King's move? He's lost almost every time Gennady has done it. How much do you actually weigh right now? I've never seen Gennady King's move him. I've never seen that.
They might have talking about some practice video.
Yeah, I've never seen him King's move him ever. I think I've watched everything. I've never seen that happen, but hard to say. I'm going right in there. I'm just gonna stand there like this, like that. That's how I'm gonna pull Levon and tell everybody. And so it's gonna be nice and fair. I'm gonna come up the table, shake his hand. Good to see you, Levon. Right there. Close the thumbs. Close the
Oh
hands.
wow! I didn't know. I didn't know your elbow even said that straight. That's actually very okay.
Pretty good.
Do you think it's gonna work? Do you think it's gonna work?
I think that's the best plan I can have. Yeah.
Well, do you have a plan B? No.
Yeah.
I'm not doubting your ability. I'm just good. Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Right?
You're right. Right. Yeah.
Right? Because I don't want to, like, I just want to get in there and just like this. Just like imagine two rams coming together, just boom.
Right.
Let the strongest man win. That's the way I play. It's the way I play the game. How much do I actually weigh right now? Like right now, if I was to step on a scale, I'd probably weigh 273, 274.
Okay.
Machiavelli 6'2" go. If a guy just shows up and challenges you, do you take the challenge? He's pumped up and you're not ready. That depends. Bill, you're in 100 or something. Artem, are you the weakest Russian professional arm wrestler?
No, I've beaten a couple other ones.
Who's the weakest professional Russian?
I've beaten Alex right-handed.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Is he the weakest?
No. I mean, do they have to live on American soil?
Let's start.
I've beaten some visitors. I don't know.
Let's start with weakest Russian American.
Oh, that's got to be Max Copperman, the guy from Minnesota. That guy is weak as shit.
And he's a Russian?
Yeah, well, fake Russian. I once seen him in an Adidas tracksuit. The logos didn't match. You got the original on the bottom, performance on top. You know, the three stripes and the flower don't go together. Fake Russian. When he did the Slav squat, his heels were up. Fake shit. I don't half-ass.
What about Pablo and Berzink?
Oh, okay. Pablo is a good Russian. At first he looked real fake. If you remember Pablo's early years, the beard was not there. He just kind of looked a little, angry. Now he's like kind. He shakes people's hands. He doesn't eat children anymore. The beard is nice. Feels humane. Looks like young Gennady. Yeah, it's a good Russian.
You think it's a good match?
Him and John. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I mean, I think John got it, to be honest, but it's a dream match to see probably.
So shut out.
Yeah. If Pablo wins one.
Yeah, that's what we said too.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps. Yeah, I think it's right-handed is better. I don't know. I think right-handed is better for Pablo.
It's his left hand that's better, isn't it?
Right. I don't know. I think maybe I'm such a beast because I feel I give him a lot more left-handed. Maybe he is left-handed, but maybe I'm such a beast I can match him better. And my right is so trash.
So when you lose and you're Russian, do they is that why you moved to America?
I didn't get a chance to actually even do that because when I told my mom, hey, my first competition coming up, she's like, you can't go. And I'm like, what do you mean? I've been training for this. She's like, we're about to move to this another country. And if you break your arm, somebody has to carry this luggage. So no. So I didn't even get to experience my true Russian loss. So I kind of voluntarily quit.
If you get good enough,
Surrendered.
If you get good enough, how good do you have to be before Mother Russia comes back and pulls you back to St. Petersburg or wherever?
Oh, okay.
How long? How good? Can you win a USA Nationals and still be a citizen, or are they gonna be like, no, we got you back. You belong to Russia again.
I think U.S. national skill not gonna matter really. I feel like we have to go by the names. We have to go by the names. If I'm doing what Alan McCabe was doing to Todd Hutchings, like 6 stop rolls in a row in every direction, then I think I'm gonna get a phone call like you have to do it on our soil now.
Yeah, they're gonna
I
come.
think that's a standard. We have to go by the names, not probably by the tournament in America.
Well, so I guess that starts with Merlot and Uncle John then, eh?
Well, I don't think if Uncle John really starts it, we're gonna see. I'm really confused on Uncle John's level. Merlot, I know. You know what? I don't know if you do that, but I don't know who's your consultant, people, right? Who do you message like, hey, do you think it's a good idea? Hey, do you think I can win this match? I've noticed I like to message a couple of people, including Alex April, because he is we're buddies. We're not best friends, but we're good enough to where we can conversate, right? And he's brutally honest with me, just like I will be with everybody. Hey, what do you think about so and so? And what do you think about Merlot? You're like, well, you can win this one, Merlot. Don't try. You're gonna lose. They're just like, there's no explanation. Like, don't try. Here, you can try this one, and you can do something here. Stop training for this one.
Hey, he's an excellent manager. You should listen to him.
Yeah, so that's why I like it, right? You have to have like a little hype man to where it's like, no, John Mill looking motherfucker. Like, yeah, man, you got it. You're gonna win this shit, right? And then you have to like have a little, maybe my honest dude, like, you ain't got it.
Yeah.
Just to know, like, if in case something happens, like, you know what, he knew about that, right? So it was visible to some people. So I don't know about exactly about Uncle John. My plan was just absolutely just destroy him, probably. And with Jason, I know I'm the underdog. People said in the past that it may be a good match. From what I've seen from his performance, you're not that far apart. From Alex's perspective, we are. And I don't, it's a little confusing, all the internet and shit. We can be fairly close, but as far as styles goes, the way to stop Merlot is not the way a really arm wrestle. People like, do not try to go take his hand and all that. I'm like, I'm gonna go just to try, just so I can impress somebody. And if it works, it works. If not, we're just gonna grind it out and test the frame.
The Cole's notes on Merlot is that he got all his strength from fishing. Is that true? You know that?
I heard so, because if you watch Uncle John's videos, they're not Jason's PR's always been some fishing videos and shit.
Yeah, it's called fishing videos, right?
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Next,
and that's why I don't like those like naturally strong guys from that.
But they're the worst.
They get all the strength, recreational and shit. They'll go to the gym.
Those are the worst guys.
Yeah.
Next episode of Trash Lifts when? That's from Travis Baganishvili.
Hey, that's the man to ask.
Yeah, I really fell apart there for a while.
Bro, you messed it up. We were making so much money and so much fame. I could not even go to the gym anymore. Like, people around me will all of a sudden start lifting with the fucking back straight and shit. It was incredible.
I wanted to review that one. All the girls doing their ass workouts, like in the back.
Well, we had so many ideas. I have so many notes still.
Steven, what do you?
All of a sudden, you decided to become a real arm wrestler and challenge the and shit, to where I can't even talk to you anymore.
I'm barely doing anything. I'm serious. I'm gonna try and be super serious. I'm gonna try and be super serious all the way to the Levon match, and then I'll run away and be an idiot again.
All right, cool. So that's the comeback. The comeback of Trash Lifts episodes.
Let me run through some of these. What do I
move to Florida for a month?
Yeah, well, I'll if I go to CC's, that's what I really should do.
I'm telling you.
What will I weigh at the time of the match? Best guess, 290. Best guess, if things go well. White Wolf, Devon, screw those rankings, dude. Where would you rank Derek right now? Loki rules and Evans catch rules. I'm going to say that Derek is really awesome. big dude, strong dude. He's really stepped up his game. Well,
It's still hard because there are 20 people they're trying to fight for that same spot.
Yeah, but he's hot right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's why we're talking about him.
Right? Like he destroyed Tom Nelson and he destroyed Tim Bresnan.
Now he needs to pull somebody with a big a more act. Well, I mean, Tim is not active though, but I guess somebody a little younger, maybe more active.
I think he's gonna win his next match.
Right. Just depends who is that next match really is.
Well, I've talked to Derek privately, and I've told him
something. Okay.
I've told him what I think he should do. We'll see what he does. I don't know. I think that realistically, Derek has all the pieces to rival anybody in the top 5. Anybody. I really
top 5 in North America or
except for me.
Okay.
Me too. Derek's super nasty. And he's crazy about arm wrestling. He works at a strip club. And I mean, he's super focused. And he's massive. So
all you need.
We'll see. His next match is going to give us a really good read wherever, and that'll probably be in 3 months or whatever, 3 or 4 months, right? Sometime early in the summer, he'll have a big match. And that'll probably be a really accurate read because he's going to probably go after somebody between Todd Hutchins, Jerry Caderet, right up to who knows, maybe he'll pull Michael. I don't know. But somewhere in there, he's going to land. I think it's going to be awesome. How much is it strength versus technique? I think it's both, obviously. What do you think, buddy?
In the road to excellence, you have to have both.
Yeah, totally.
I think power prevails a little bit, 55 to 45.
Yeah. It's if you're just way above in power, it's really tough to.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be maybe it's 60 to 40.
Yeah,
you cannot have either. It has to have both.
Yeah. Adjustments start to matter when it's close. Okay, Hunster, how pissed do you both feel RVG will be a king of the table? Them on the fix was gold. Did you see Rob's 100 pounds over the hand pronation side lift? Yeah. What do you think about that match?
What, RVG and Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So I went to Aussie Arm Master podcast and I went to give my prediction of how Ryan is going to probably beat RVJ and how he manipulates and gets into RVJ's head and all that. And then I went off the podcast, went sit down, ate my lunch, came back 5 minutes later. I'm like, I need to change something. Because I then realized last time I had such a confident feeling in Ryan, Lachlan destroyed him. So I'm like, wait a minute. It's not Ryan just influences me so much.
Yeah, me too.
Videos and how strong he is and all that. So I came back and I'm like, I switched my tune so quick. I'm like, my Ryan does not destroy RVJ. RVJ destroys. It was so ridiculous how quick my opinion changed, but I just kind of really realized I made a bad mistake. So now, actually realizing the power levels, I think RVJ is going to be simply too strong. To where it's not going to be so much about all the little technique stuff and all that.
You don't think he's not starting to win you over again?
Nah. My head is a little more cleared out. I think RVJ got it. There's no doubt in my mind.
I think you're going
to. In fact, it was a steak. If it was on Steak Kings, it will be a shutout steak.
It is a shutout steak.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, I think that something might be up with that match. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. White Wolf, Devon, Ricky, Julian, or Bubbles? Who wins over Evan? Bubbles. Bubbles will take Evan. He'll be the one. Does Matt smash Tim? I think he does. I think so.
Matt's
Matt.
special what team?
Tim Bres-
Team who? Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Now I'm confused about team a little bit after losing to Derek. And his style too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be him. Hey, did you run out of food?
Technically, yes.
You did, eh?
Yeah.
Why would you go into a live stream with low food?
I wasn't prepared, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm not pulling LeBron. I'm pulling Uncle John, Jason Merlot, and Coach Ray. I don't have to be at 300 pounds.
No. Okay. Well,
I'm all right. I'll survive.
I think we're probably getting close. Got a few more of these to do here. Let me see. Derek just closed 3.5. Yeah, Derek's a freak. Ricky Bobby, the guy is a freaking monster.
Yeah, Masters team.
3.5 that's a tough one to close.
Yeah. I think I don't know if I ever attempted 5. I've had a 3 that I've attempted, and now we can close.
I do think it's a dumb thing to do though. Like that should be on trash lifts every time. Grippers.
Yeah, but I wanted to look into it from a Russian theory because, see, in Russian schools, they make you do that. They make you test your grip strength in schools. Not grippers, but the dynamometer thing. They make you squeeze it in schools. And one time I asked the nurse, like, why are we doing this shit? Because I thought it just to test, like, I'm a fucking beast, right? Because I'll kill that thing every time. And it's almost, that's how they check the development. I guess if you have, like, more... I don't know if it's about autistic tendencies or you're a little bit slow in the progression. Your grip will show it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what she told. And I mean, we're in a rural Russian school. I don't know what kind of I wanted to Google it because I kept thinking about it.
So what do the Russians do if you have a weak grip? Do they take you back and?
You probably just go a couple of grades down. You have to
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. And I don't
not drunk enough to be real good Russian yet. You put him
right.
back.
Yeah. Right. Because we've done it every year. You'll get it tested, and I'm like, oh, okay.
That's great. Fucking Russians, man.
Yeah. I don't know if it's people really talk about it, but yeah.
Ricky Bobby. Lachlan said the gap is so big he can't even feel Ryan before Todd match. I think RVJ and Lachlan is closer. Yeah, I think so too. Mitch Mazerol, Devon Larratt. Should Derek be pulling Tom Aiello? I think you mean Mike Aiello at any point soon, given his recent win over Spotto. Yeah, I heard Mike's got back surgery though, so I think that might set him back a little bit.
Yeah, Mike's back is all jacked up.
Yeah. Fia versus the Slovakian champ. Who do you think?
I'm going for Fia just because I don't know the Slovakian girl. What is she, Rebecca something? That's the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about her actually. I don't know. I like the match between Angie and Anna. I'm going with Angie on that one.
Well, I gotta go with Angie.
Duh.
I can't.
What type of Canadian are you? Hey?
Right? There's no way I can not. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So we're having a big party here tomorrow. So.
Oh, you guys! All right, nice.
Big party. We're gonna set up the projector. We'll have all the high hookers here, and we'll get crazy. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten messages. Now I'm almost pissed off that I'm going to go eat pizza at TC's and come back, watch it on the phone. I might set it up something for later since it's going to be a couple of hours.
You know.
Eh.
Well, listen, buddy.
Well, hold on. You can't let me go. What's the most important thing we have to talk about here?
Oh, what we got to talk about?
What have you struggled with for past couple of weeks?
Yeah, everybody. Artem has a book. The book is about cheating in arm wrestling. Is there even such a thing?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised that people do something crazy on the table.
What did
And
tell
it's
me?
not,
Because listen,
and it's not just this.
I've been so bad at reading. Like if it's not on Facebook, like I have a really hard time reading it. So you telling me that arm wrestling isn't just?
Yeah, no, I pulled up video. There was this guy on YouTube, Devon Larratt. Got you cannot believe this shit. This guy, there's the table is not square ever. So it's like it's amazing. I wrote the whole book just about this one guy.
Oh man, I think you're being hypercritical. I think when it comes to that guy, the other people are always trying to cheat, and he's just trying to keep it fair. Like when someone is so good and so strong, like I know what it's like to be in that position, and then I try and cheat. But imagine if you were so strong, everyone's always trying to get everything on you. You just want things to start fair.
Okay.
Anyway,
I should have used.
Who are the main contributors? Who are the studies?
I should have used that quote. Well, the book, if you're familiar with Todd Hashing's theory of excellence over victory, right?
I never really quite understood it. Like,
okay, I'll break. It's perfect. Let's break it down for you. So, excellence over theory means he calls it's opposed to faggoty, Devon Larratt, Ryan Bowen way to arm wrestle, because that's the way of power, where you don't have to cheat, you don't have the king's move, you don't have to do anything. It's just power kind of over everything, to where you're just so strong over your competition. It doesn't matter even if your pads are on the right side or the wrong side. You just go and you just crush people. So you're so excellent in everything, it doesn't really matter what your opponent does. So that's that theory.
So that's kind of like just going super hard to the side when you probably should have gone straps.
Exactly. That's exactly the way I look at it, right?
So that's why when you should have just gotten in the straps.
Gotten in the straps and done the same thing in the straps. Right. So you get it, right? So that's why when I've listened to Todd's theory, and I'm like, yeah, but what about the straps?
What about winning? What about
winning? What about victory? What about victory over excellence? Not excellence over victory. What? So
I just don't even understand the statement really. So just say it again, because I really can't wrap my mind around it.
Excellence over victory.
So I mean, how does excellence? So the excellence implies losing?
Well, I guess, but intermediately, right? There's got to be probably a process for you until you're not that excellent, right? If we're going solely for that theory, you're going to be time, but you're not going to be that excellent.
Excellence sounds like you're being some kind of a martyr or something.
Yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, it's a process, right?
I feel like that whole premise is flawed.
Yeah. So I thought so too, but I'm very open-minded. I'm like, all right, I entertain the theory, but I feel like victory is important too.
Oh, victory is the only thing that's important.
Yeah, it's what we are wrestling for. And while everything's about the balance, I was like, well, what if I write a book on the whole opposite of this whole excellence over victory shit? And we talk about victory over excellence.
Now there. Well, you see, to me, victory and excellence are synonyms.
Yeah, right. So that's what I'm saying. Ideally, it's about the balance.
Well, I mean, ideally. I feel like if you're being excellent, you're winning. That's
right. Right.
Like, so I don't see any part like when I'm losing, when I could have won but chose excellence instead of winning.
I feel like I've made some kind of a screw up in my understanding of the English language.
Right, right. So technically, realistically, to excel in arm wrestling, well, yeah, you have to be excellent, but excellent requires,
If I could,
well, yeah, you,
it's like those people, that pisses me off so much. I hear those people, but can you beat me in a hook? That was for years, right? Yeah.
oh my God. I
No,
just beat somebody like that, but hey, but you couldn't topple me.
every time I hear somebody like that, I'm like, you obviously don't understand anything about how the game of life is played.
Well, that really tells you that they're already lost. Like they're already lost.
Yeah,
Like it's
you're
already,
about
yeah.
to talk like that.
It's a lot further than they actually think because they think that way.
Yeah.
So, and that's why initially I wanted to write a book that was called Victory Over Excellence, just as an idea to kind of jab on Todd a little bit, right? And as you asked, who are the main contributors were? Well, you're gonna read it. So my main person was Todd Hutchings. I asked Todd to help me build a book against his theory, and he did. He actually did. He fixed a little bit of grammar. He did give me his advices, and the book actually transferred into not exactly victory over excellence, but exploring that what we're assuming a victory side, aka what me and you will consider a way to arm wrestle, right? Get into the straps, moving around, doing something, right? Striving for victories.
Yeah.
So the whole book is actually all about all the little cheats and tricks and strategies we do that normal people, your conventional arm wrestler, will call them cheating, right? You go in the comment section of YouTube and you will get it, right? To where if you have an open mind and you want to win tournaments, you can really go and take that book and read it. And all the little things that people consider cheating, you can take them and use them as strategy. And that's what the book is for. The book goes by every little thing: elbow fouls, hitting, restarts, chuck, every little minuscule thing that we do. But it talked as an actual strategy. Very sneaky, very scumbaggy. Some people might find it offensive, I believe, like it should be. But it really explores every questionable method that we use and turns it into a technique or a method or a how-to, right? How to actually win those matches in that regard. And the book, Pradeep asked me a great question because, like, what about 71%? I guess 71% of people that are watching the channel that actually not arm wrestlers, right? They are they never actually competed. And 71% is big for, Pradeep's views, right? Imagine 71% of people on your channel. That's like, 200 something thousand people that just like arm wrestling, but perhaps never really felt it. So, and Pradeep is like, can people benefit from the book? And while they cannot benefit technically, right? Because the book is literally should make you slightly better arm wrestler. I made Lindsay edit it, and a lot of your recreational people edited, not arm wrestlers. And they literally had, I mean, I hear Lindsay laugh like every 5 minutes just because I wrote it and I think I'm funny. And once you edit my language and grammar, I sound a lot clearer and funnier. So Lindsay had a blast. So if you're not particularly ever felt arm wrestling, you're gonna enjoy the read of it. It's a good, fine, funny read. Because it's not, it's like 35 pages, so it's a quick read, and while educational, is also pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read it now. I'm starting to read books because I keep on people, send me stuff from unboxing. I've started to read books. Like
I've gotten some. Me and my buddy Brian. Okay, me and my buddy Brian sending each other packages and stuff, and Brian will send me a book by accident, and I think that's the one he sent me the other day. Building a story. That one is such a great book for an arm wrestler because it tells you like how to kind of how to build almost anything brand wise, but it applies really great for like arm wrestling and like YouTube and shit. So, and that's he just sent me. But yeah, you read my book because it starts funny. It's very a pretty interesting read.
Where do you think the lines are with victory in the sport of arm wrestling? Because there's stuff you could do that's maybe too far, and everybody's got like a different line, right? So
Right.
So
So
that's what I
in
think
my
the discussion is about.
right.
So,
So
like
and
for Todd, the way he thinks arm wrestling's cool is a certain thing, and all these kind of victory things that we do, he thinks they're kind of dirty, right?
right. So he draws the line pretty early, I think.
Yeah.
Right. And some people do it even earlier, and some people do it further. And in that book, I actually differentiate in some of the things that, in my opinion, are a little garbage too. Like I asked people on my channel, "Hey, what do you guys think of what's the cheating maneuvers that out there? Like, let me know in your opinion." A lot of people mention stuff like carving your wrist and covering your shoulder and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, they are cheats, but I will not even consider them close to be a good strategy because to me it's just a garbage weight of arm wrestling, right? But I talk about it in the book and how it kind of works and where because I'm telling people all the cool tricks and stuff how to do. I'm like, hey, but in the same time, do it like that. Like, don't be that guy that you know what I mean.
Maybe for your second edition, you could have like different chapters for different levels of treachery. So like maybe you're like a level 1 cheater and you're okay with starting in a little bit with your shoulder. And or maybe you're a level 4 cheater where you're starting early like every freaking time and getting thrown out of the building every time, or maybe you're a level 7 cheater and you're calling the guy's hotel like all through the night and sending them hookers and like sending them rotten pizzas and stuff, or like.
Well, that's already not even cheating. That's more like being professional winner. You just winning.
It's just where is your line? Where is the line? Yeah.
Well, see, and that's why I'm pissed off. We have this conversation right now. That's the reason I want you to read it, so we could have rearranged stuff in the book.
Oh, you can do a second edition.
Well, yeah, second edition always works out too. I've been working on something else, but yeah, that might because Todd was one of the main thing Todd said. You might have to redo the book because some of the things can only be applied in certain regards. Like, for example, like I talk about elbow fouls in there. Elbow fouls apply in a lot of rules except for running fouls, right? You cannot use elbow fouls as your rule of making a restart or something, right? Running fouls. So I had it's hard. There's some type of way of doing if your opponent does that too, I think. But in reality, you cannot get a restart technically.
Well, you kind of can in some ways.
Tell me about it.
Well, like think about remember when I pulled Matt Mask in LA?
Okay.
And I think I don't know, it was like round 4 maybe, or round 3. I was like wide open and he was like standing tall and he was coming forward to press me and I would have lost. But what I did is I pulled out the back and I stayed out the back and I was like pretty far. Like I'd have to go back and watch, but I feel like I was like this far off the pad and I actually pinned him while my elbow was like way off the pad. Right?
So it was a crazy restart?
Right. It's a restart because I pinned him. Right? Elbow was like a foot off the back of the pad. So.
See, that's why I wish you will have read the book. God damn.
So I chose victory over excellence.
Right. And that's what Todd went to Pradeep's channel saying like that. Even he contributed to the book. He literally called it garbage and I got everything wrong, right? But Well, you gigging it, so I understand there is understanding for me amongst other people.
Yeah. I think it's just a line, right? There's a line of how
Right.
far you want to go. But the problem is, here's the thing. If there's a dude out there who's nastier than you, then what do you do?
Exactly. What are you just spraying that like he will allow
Just
you
gonna
to go in
take
the
it?
straps?
You just gonna take
Right.
it and lose? Or are you gonna stoop to their level?
Right. Right. I would be an excellent. Or we trying to get that victory. Which one
So
pay? Are there difference in pay? Because if there's difference in pay, I mean, we're talking about reading my book.
my destiny is to sink to lower and lower levels. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Yeah. Okay.
And well, the most important thing to when I told Travis about the book, and I told him, "Hey, you mentioned a couple times." And she's like, "Well, if I mention a couple times, then Devon should the whole book should be about Devon."
Travis was really
And
good. He was pretty tricky on that arm wrestling table. I don't know.
right, and the surprisingly, there's not. I was thinking about it. It got me thinking. Like, there's not an exact chapter on you, right? Because everybody has a thing I can talk about, right? Everybody has a thing, but I could not. It got me for a couple of days. I'm like, hold on, am I making a mistake? Because like I feel like Devon is definitely a definition of a winner, right? Of a guy that's chasing victory, and I was kind of went and came back and I looked at some of your matches, and I'm like, there cannot be a chapter on this guy because I feel like the book is just on you because there's not an explanation of what you do because you don't do none of those little. You just start for the victory, right? You starting like you elbows those at the angle, you go. It's like there's always work. There always, in whatever we draw the line. If Todd draws the line, if he draws the line, they're always your little cheat away to win a match, right? In my opinion, when I draw the line, I always see you do some magical shit from like the moment you step to the moment it's over, right? There's always some type of work going on because your wrist, elbow, head movement, whatever you say to your opponent and shit, right? Like all the little stuff. So that's why I'm like, I felt okay. There is not a chapter where like, well, Devon does this because I feel like you're just a winner as far as the book goes.
There's two ways to arm wrestle. And
All right.
right? And the one way is to make people come to you. That's
Right.
and if you can,
commitment.
yeah, if you can get somebody to be like, oh, if you can get people reaching, there's, and as long as you know that they're gonna do it before they do it, as long as you can just always kind of stay away from them and they never ever get their grip, this is one fantastic way to arm wrestle, right? So just always never ever let them have the grip that they want. And the other way is the art of surprise. And that's when you already have all your stuff locked. So you're already there. You're already there. You, no matter what, like that shoulder line is never getting broke, right?
Well, that's how your strap setup is. Like when you do that air stuff, when you rotate this front, and like it's always in there. You're already starting in front of it. Yeah. And you lock it.
It's just
So
those two things. Like arm wrestling's either moving forward or moving back.
right. Yeah, in general speaking, yeah. That's why the book is there. I think the book breaks everything of that down. Because somebody be like, well, how do you go back? Well, you do those little things. So yeah, so that's what the book is for. It tells you all of that stuff. Your name is mentioned there, obviously, as an example of a couple of matches in there because I talked about stuff.
Do you
But
know? Do you know what a DNA helix looks like?
yeah, perhaps, yeah. The thing.
Yeah. It's that spinning thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that is like if I was to tell somebody like I think that this is a good way you can describe arm wrestling. Like that's what's going on. Like if this is the center, that's the center. You want to pull away from it. You want to be spinning to the outside. So like always, no matter where you are in relation to it, you're doing a counterclockwise spin with your wrist, and you're supinating. So you're like, room, you're running away. No matter where the match is, it's this creative.
Right. There always creation.
Right. And that's outside, right? Like that's your whole outside theory. That's your whole slipping up, slipping higher, right? Spinning straight up. And if you're always ahead of the person, then they can never
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like the way you do all this stuff, it's almost like your theory is just constant offense. That's what I would call it. Just you're constantly moving, you're constantly matching, you're constantly going, you're avoiding that point of pressure from your opponent.
You gotta start from higher, or you gotta base lower, right? Yeah. It's where the technique originates.
Right.
We'll get too deep, right? Wait.
Yeah, well, so regardless, before we lose all these people, the book is great, 34 pages. It's out on Amazon. Everybody buy, and yes, and let me know what you guys think. The goal is to get to over 50 reviews. That's the goal.
I'll add the links down below here to
the goal is for Devon to read a couple of pages.
I'll have to read it. All right, let me just finish up these super chats and we'll cut it. Okay, Shaq wanted no part of me from Machiavelli. Shaq's the man. Shaq could be the greatest arm wrestler in the world if he decided.
Hey.
Ben Wallner, Angie's from the same town. I'm rooting for her. What do you think about Michael versus Gennady? I think we already picked. I think we both think Mike's going to win.
Michael got it.
Devon, are you coming back to Texas anytime soon? Yes, I will be back in Texas, maybe in a couple months. Repulsive gravity. I ate pancakes today and nothing happened to me. What am I doing wrong? More pancakes. Nothing's happening. You need to eat more. More often.
Yeah, that's all you do. You just up the dose until you see the results.
Bob Brown is screaming at his screen right now. Bob Brown's boy quit round one. Never forget that. Every time. Round one. Both of Bob Brown's boys quit round one the last time I pulled them. Todd and John, round one, quit. There you go. White Wolf, Devon, consider reading Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. You already live philosophy, plus it's a really small book. Well, as long as it's small, I can maybe read it.
Bro, my book is 34 pages. They're like
I'll have to read it. I gotta read it. But I'm gonna end the stream here, guys.
Do you want me to send you the paper book? But last thing I sent you, I never got to see you wear or do anything. So
yeah, no, I know. Milo took that shirt and he ran. He's got it.
That's why I sent you the PDF file, because I know you got it. It's on your phone right now.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I should make it a public reading next time you go live.
Yeah, I should read it. There's a bunch of books I want to read publicly, but Artem, thanks so much for joining me tonight. I love you. You're always so much fun. I look forward to getting down to Florida, partying with you. We'll go to CC's and we'll each try and put on like 10 pounds. Yeah.
Hey, I finally got you. I'm taking care of CC's for the whole week. I'll pay up front.
All right, guys. This is what's coming. This is what's coming. June 25th.
Oh goddamn.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Devon, for having me.
Okay. I think